and undergo an incredibly powerful evolution. From demon lords they will turn to true demon lords. As for Guy and Milim, Ruminas seems to believe both have exceeded the power scale of a true dragon. Even Ruminas, who is also a true demon lord, is no match for the two. Hinata recalls asking Ruminas what will happen if Milim is Rumina's opponent, and she said, "If the opponent is Milim, I should be able to pull a trick on her. It would probably be a fun fight, but it's one that I'll definitely lose. And if the opponent is Guy Crimson, although I hate to admit it, but I am no match for him. He is extremely powerful." To Hinata, Ruminas is already strong beyond belief, yet she easily claims that Guy is stronger. Moreover, the new Demon Lord's octogram cannot be simply dismissed. Demon Lord Rimuru is no exception. From Rumina's understanding, Rimuru seems to have also awakened. Rahiam's testimony just now is enough to prove that. Also, there are more informations not disclosed to the public to prevent unnecessary concerns over the existence of creature who threaten mankind. The original true dragon Veldanava has lost its power, and there hasn't been any sign of its resurrection. Yet one of the remaining three, Veldora, was sealed until it was unfortunately revived recently, and it's who also allied with Demon Lord Rimuru, who has become the focus of discussion right now. And speaking about this Demon Lord Rimuru, he was able to decimate 20,000 men army by himself, which is similar to what Guy Crimson and Milim Nava did. Hinata broke the silence in the room. Is it now? Then we will have to assume Demon Lord Rimuru has awakened, where Reynolds said, I suppose we should. So, what are we going to do? If we leave him like this, won't he become a threat we can no longer deal with in the future? Hinata replies, calm down. Demon Lord Rimuru was once human as well. If he wishes for coexistence, then we don't need to force ourselves to oppose him. And Reynolds voiced out his concern, but it is also a fact that he murdered 20,000 knights without hesitation. He is indeed dangerous. Can we really trust Demon Lord Rimuru? But Hinata declares with determination, everyone, please stop. The divine order cannot be defied. Hinata is the head of knights within the Pope's Imperial Guards and the commander of the Holy Knight Order. She must be a role model and rule the Holy Knights with determination in order to lead the Holy Empire Ruberios. As such, the United Conference soon comes to an end, and everyone is supposed to go back to intelligence gathering as planned. Yet malicious intents linger in the air. One of the seven Celestials asked, "Oh, Reheim. Is that all the message you have?" And Reheim takes out a crystal ball and carefully hands it to Hinata. Demon Lord Rimuru has some words for Hinata-sama. Hinata is surprised and feels suspicious. If Rimuru has something to say, she has to listen to it. Hinata immediately replays the said message recorded by Rimuru himself in the crystal ball. The crystal ball projects the image of a young person where his imposing aura is very evident. Hinata thinks that he seems to have changed completely in just a few months. Yet Hinata stares at him with eyes wide and begins to find herself nervous. The Rimuru she knew before appears to be friendly, and due to how strong this impression he's giving now, Hinata may have overestimated him too much. Rimuru said, I shall be your opponent. Come, fight me in a duel. Everyone in the room has the same thought that Rimuru has been angered. After taking out the Demon Lord Clayman who was in his way, the time has come for Hinata. Nicholas panicked and asked Hinata, what should we do, Hinata-sama? Also, Arno broke his silence and with desperation said, Hinata-sama, please give me the order. I shall lead the troops to crush this ambition of the Demon Lord. Sayer said to Arno that boss Hinata told them to stay out of this, and if they are to make a move, the other Demon Lords won't just sit back and watch. The best option now is to be cautious and accept his proposal. And Ritus agreed, that's right Arno. And there's still Veldora, who we have no chance to win against. If they wish for a duel, we should just leave the matter to Hinata-sama. If they and their troops are engaged in an intense battle with their enemies, there will definitely result in heavy losses. And whether they can emerge victorious is also in question. Since this is the case, it is not a bad idea to send out Hinata, the strongest knight of Holy Empire Ruberios, to fight alone. Right now, the biggest threat is Veldora. On just minimizing casualties alone, The invitation to duel with Demon Lord Rimuru is more than what Hinata could wish for. Yet she still has doubts. She believes there's still truth hidden behind why Rimuru had to awaken as a true demon lord, and she doubts why the only message Rimuru sent consists of a short line, even when the crystal ball could record a large amount of content. And why does the celestial sages know that Trehime has more to say? Doubts begin to be raised in Hinata's heart. And so Hinata decides to no longer hesitate and choose the best available solution. Hinata gave her final conclusion: it can't be helped then. Since they have demanded me by name, I suppose I'll have to explain things in person. If that's what Rimuru wishes, she can accept the invitation to his duel. But she wants to find out first whether there is still room for negotiation or not. She will get to the answer as soon as they meet. Nicholas speaks up in a nervous tone: this is too dangerous. If we already know that Demon Lord Rimuru bears no good intent, there will be no need for Hinata-sama to go in person. And Hinata said that she still have to apologize to him and will have to see him one way or another. Shouldn't I at least go and try to negotiate with him? And the three Celestials begin to talk to Hinata among themselves. Hinata realized the reason why the Celestials are so enthusiastic on pushing her. It's because they want to pit her against Veldora. They are afraid of new talents that may lower their prestigious status in the eyes of Ruminas. The judgment call will be left for Ruminas to decide, so Hinata will not make a move so easily. She said, I shall obey thy will, much obliged for the sword. Hinata finishes her words as she takes the Dragon Buster from Sage of Metal Vina's hand. Seeing her acceptance, the three nodded with satisfaction and said, we hope to receive news of your triumphant feat. If you run into any emergency situation, that sword shall protect you. But if you fail, you shall take all the responsibility. After saying those words, the Celestials left. The Holy Knights are about to say something, but Hinata stopped them and declares, now then, you should all go back to your missions. The United Conference is now dismissed. The three martial sages remain silent, seemingly pondering something. The Holy Knights respect Hinata's will and follow her order. As such, this conference filled with twists and turns has finally come to an end. After a momentary nap, Hinata starts to wake up. As soon as she woke up, she smells the fragrance of coffee. The sight that comes to her is that of Nicholas preparing breakfast in the other room to take care of Hinata. Nicholas asks, have you woken? Hinata thinks he's odd, because a man like him pledged his loyalty only to Hinata alone like an obedient puppy. Even when he's a trusted subordinate of the Pope and the highest executive of the Holy Empire Ruberios, he is also the actual holder of power within the Western Saints Church. Nicholas added, come, breakfast is ready. Why don't you have a bite? Hinata suddenly wants to laugh. No one would have imagined that Nicholas would ever prepare breakfast for anyone. Hinata nods, all right, I gratefully accept. Thanks a lot. While they begin their breakfast, Nicholas again asked if she's really going, and Hinata assures him there is nothing to worry about. She isn't fully confident in winning, but Hinata is good at fighting opponents stronger than her. Not only that, since she has more than one trump card. But she should avoid discussing about such depressing topic on a wonderful morning like this. There shouldn't be a problem this time either. So don't worry, Nicholas. That's why Hinata says so to him with a smile. Her tone is soft and gentle. And soon, Hinata will be on the move.